Have you ever wanted to convince someone, your boss, your partner, or even that stubborn friend, and found that no matter what you said, they just didn't budge? Well, what if I told you persuasion isn't about what you say, it's about how you say it? Stay till the end, because the last technique is so powerful, it's literally used by world leaders and intelligence agencies, and you can start applying it today. Oh, and by the way, if you think persuasion is manipulation, relax. We're not turning you into a con artist, more like a Jedi with better social skills. Point 1. Build instant credibility. Let's start with the first weapon of influence, authority. People trust those who sound confident, not necessarily those who are right. The brain is lazy. It shortcut processes trust by evaluating confidence, posture, tone, and presentation. So when you want to persuade, the first impression you project decides whether your argument even gets heard. Practical tip: adjust your tone slightly lower, maintain calm pauses, and speak with steady rhythm. That subtle control screams credibility. Think of it this way: if you whisper, "I know exactly how we can fix this," people lean in. But if you mumble, maybe we could try something, even your pet goldfish will swim away. Point 2. The law of reciprocity. Next, persuasion thrives on one of the oldest psychological laws in human behavior: reciprocity. When you give someone something, time, attention, help, they instinctively want to give something back. It's survival wiring. So before asking for a favor, create emotional debt. Offer genuine value, a compliment, a helpful insight, or even humor. When they feel appreciated, persuasion doesn't feel like pressure. It feels like fairness. And here's the twist: reciprocity can backfire if you give too much. I'll explain why in 30 seconds. But first, let's address another invisible factor that decides whether people say yes or no. Point 3. Social proof. Everyone's doing it. Humans are tribal. When we're uncertain, we look for cues from others. That's social proof. Think about it. If you see a restaurant with a line stretching around the block, you assume it's good, even if they're just serving warm water and regret. So when presenting your point, subtly include evidence that others, like them, already agree. Say things like, "Many professionals I've worked with have seen amazing results from this approach." It reduces perceived risk and builds subconscious comfort. But wait, what happens when social proof fails? When everyone around them disagrees, yet you still want a yes? That's where the next principle flips everything.
Point 4. The contrast effect. To persuade powerfully, you must frame choices, not just present them. This is called the contrast effect. People rarely know what's good. They just compare it to what came before. If you want your idea to sound like a great deal, present a slightly worse one first. That's why real estate agents show you an overpriced house before the affordable one. Your brain says, "Wow, this one's perfect." Same reason dessert after a bad meal tastes divine. Context is king. Use contrast to direct focus, not deceive. It's influence through intelligent sequencing. Point 5. Emotional anchoring. Facts make people think. Emotions make them act. Use stories, not statistics. Build an emotional bridge using one of the 3 primal motivators. Fear. What will they lose if they don't act? Excitement. What will they gain if they do? Inclusion. How will this decision make them belong? For instance, saying, "This will save you hours every week," is rational. But saying, "Imagine freeing up time for things you actually love, while others still struggle," that's emotional anchoring. It's not manipulation, it's motivation aligned with your listener's self-interest. Point 6. The persistence close. Now, here's where most people blow it. They give up too early. True persuasion happens in that uncomfortable silence after you make your point. Don't rush to fill it. Let it hang. That silence signals confidence and forces the other person to process. And if you truly want to master this, there's one last insight that turns persuasion from a skill into a superpower. Point 7, the identity shift. The deepest level of persuasion doesn't change minds, it changes identity. Instead of saying, you should quit smoking, say, you're not the kind of person who needs cigarettes to handle stress. You're not asking for action, you're inviting transformation. Identity-based language makes change feel natural because humans fight to stay consistent with the way they see themselves. Now, think about this. With authority, reciprocity, social proof, contrast, emotional anchoring, persistence, and identity, you're not just learning to persuade, you're learning to lead. If this video helped shift how you see persuasion, don't just click away. Like this video to reinforce the lesson. Subscribe for deeper human behavior insights every week. And share it with someone who always says no, because now you'll know exactly how to make them say yes. Remember, influence isn't about winning arguments. It's about winning hearts and minds. And you're now equipped to do both.